CPU. The CPU stands for Central Processing Unit and is the brain of your computer. It executes commands and runs all the calculations needed for your operating system and programs to function. The speed of a CPU, measured in gigahertz, determines how many instructions it can handle per second. Its number of cores and threads determines how many tasks it can manage at once. The two main manufacturers you'll hear about are Intel, known for its Core processors, and AMD, known for its Ryzen processors. A faster CPU means a snappier, more responsive computer overall. Motherboard? The motherboard is the central nervous system of the PC. It's a large circuit board that everything else plugs into, allowing all the components to communicate with each other. It determines what parts you can use, from the type of CPU called the socket type to how much RAM you can install. Motherboards come in different sizes, like ATX, which is standard, micro ATX, medium, and mini ATX, small, which dictates the size of the computer case you'll need. RAM? RAM stands for Random Access Memory and is your computer's short-term memory. It temporarily stores all the data your PC is actively using, from the tabs open in your web browser to the game level you're currently playing. The more RAM you have, measured in gigabytes, the more things your computer can do at once without slowing down. When you open a program, it's loaded from your storage into the RAM for the CPU to access quickly. But when you power off the PC, everything in the RAM is cleared. GPU. The GPU, or graphics card, is the component that creates the images you see on your screen. While some CPUs have basic graphics built in, a dedicated graphics card is a specialized processor with its own memory called VRAM, designed specifically for handling complex visual tasks. It's the most important component for gaming, but it's also crucial for things like video editing, 3D modeling, and AI development. The major players in this space are NVIDIA with their GeForce cards, and AMD with their Radeon cards. Storage? Storage is your computer's long-term memory. This is where your operating system, all your files, programs, and games are permanently saved. There are two main types. Hard disk drives are older mechanical drives with spinning platters. They offer huge amounts of storage for a low price but are very slow. Solid-state drives use flash memory, have no moving parts, and are dramatically faster. Most modern PCs use an SSD for the operating system and a larger HDD for extra file storage. PSU? The PSU stands for Power Supply Unit, is the part that takes electricity from your wall outlet and converts it into the proper voltages to power every single component in your computer. You need to make sure your power supply has enough wattage to handle all your parts, especially a power-hungry GPU. A good quality PSU is critical for system stability and safety. If it fails, it can potentially damage other components. Cooling system. All of these components generate heat, especially the CPU and GPU. To prevent them from overheating and slowing down or even damaging themselves, you need a cooling system. This can be as simple as a CPU air cooler, which uses a fan and a metal heatsink to draw heat away. For higher performance, many people use all-in-one liquid coolers, which circulate a liquid to move heat from the CPU to a radiator where it's exhausted by fans. Your computer case will also have several case fans to ensure a steady flow of cool air through the entire system. PC case. The case is the skeleton and skin of your PC. It's the metal or plastic chassis that houses and protects all of your expensive components. But it's not just for looks. A good case is designed to provide optimal airflow to keep everything cool and quiet. Cases come in different sizes, like mid-tower or small form factor, to match the size of your motherboard and give you the space you need for all your parts.